Across the globe, in every corner of our planet, lie hidden ecosystems of immense importance. These are the wetlands, often overlooked and underestimated, yet teeming with life and vital to the health of our planet. From vast marshes to secluded bogs, these waterlogged landscapes play a crucial role in sustaining life as we know it. Over the next 20 minutes, we will journey into the heart of these fascinating environments. We will explore their hidden depths, uncover their secrets, and discover the intricate web of life that thrives within them. Prepare to be captivated by the beauty and complexity of wetlands. Witness the delicate balance of nature, the constant cycle of life and death, and the remarkable adaptations of the creatures that call these places home. Join us as we delve into the world of wetlands, nature's hidden treasure. Wetlands, as their name suggests, are environments defined by the presence of water. These are areas where the land is saturated, either permanently or seasonally, creating unique conditions that shape the landscape and its inhabitants. Unlike rivers or lakes where water flows freely, wetlands are characterized by their stillness. Here, water moves slowly, if at all, creating a mosaic of habitats that support a staggering array of life forms. The presence of water is the defining feature of wetlands, but it is the interplay between water and land that makes these ecosystems so special. This delicate balance creates a dynamic environment, constantly changing with the seasons and the ebb and flow of water. The constant presence of water presents unique challenges for the plants and animals that inhabit wetlands. Oxygen levels in waterlogged soils are low, making it difficult for roots to breathe. Yet, life finds a way. Wetland plants have evolved remarkable adaptations to thrive in these oxygen-deprived conditions. Some, like reeds and cattails, have hollow stems that allow them to transport oxygen from the air down to their roots. Others have developed specialized root systems that can extract oxygen from the water itself. These adaptations are not limited to plants. Animals, too, have developed ingenious ways to navigate the watery world of wetlands. From webbed feet for efficient swimming to specialized beaks for probing muddy bottoms, wetland creatures are a testament to the power of natural selection. Wetlands are not a monolithic entity. They encompass a diverse range of habitats, each with its own unique characteristics and inhabitants. Among the most familiar types of wetlands are marshes, characterized by their shallow water and abundance of emergent vegetation. Marshes are often found at the edges of lakes and rivers, where they act as a transition zone between aquatic and terrestrial ecosystems. Here, water levels fluctuate seasonally, creating a dynamic environment that supports a rich diversity of life. The dominant plants in marshes are reeds, cattails, and other emergent vegetation that rise above the water's surface. These plants provide crucial habitat for a wide variety of animals, from insects and amphibians to birds and mammals. In contrast to the open expanses of marshes, swamps are characterized by the presence of trees. These wooded wetlands are typically found in areas with slower moving water, allowing trees to establish themselves and form dense canopies. Swamps can be further divided into two main types: forested swamps and shrub swamps. Forested swamps are dominated by tall trees, such as cypress and tupelo, while shrub swamps feature a mix of trees and shrubs, often with a dense understory of ferns and other moisture-loving plants. The presence of trees in swamps creates a multi-layered habitat, providing shelter and food for a wide range of animals. Birds build their nests in the branches, while amphibians and reptiles seek refuge in the cool, damp undergrowth. Wetlands, these often overlooked landscapes, are in fact teeming with an astonishing array of life. From the smallest invertebrates to the largest mammals, a rich tapestry of species finds refuge and sustenance within these watery realms. The shallow waters and abundant vegetation provide ideal breeding grounds for a multitude of creatures. Fish, amphibians, and countless invertebrates rely on these fertile environments to raise their young. The air, too, is alive with the sights and sounds of wetland inhabitants. Wading birds with their long legs and specialized beaks stalk patiently through the shallows, searching for fish and other aquatic prey. Ducks and geese in their striking plumage arrive in vast numbers during their migrations, drawn by the promise of abundant food and suitable nesting sites. These feathered visitors create a spectacle that transforms the wetland into a vibrant and bustling metropolis. Life in the wetlands presents a unique set of challenges, demanding remarkable adaptations from its inhabitants. Plants, for instance, have evolved ingenious ways to thrive in waterlogged soils. Some, like the water lily, have developed large, flat leaves that float on the surface, maximizing their exposure to sunlight. Others, like the cattail, possess hollow stems that allow them to transport oxygen to their submerged roots. Animals, too, have developed remarkable strategies for survival. The beaver, a master architect, constructs elaborate dams and lodges, creating a watery haven for itself and a multitude of other species. And then, there are the elusive creatures, like the otter, perfectly adapted for a life spent both in and out of water. Their sleek, streamlined bodies and webbed feet make them agile swimmers, while their dense fur provides insulation against the cold. Wetlands, in addition to their rich biodiversity, play a crucial role in maintaining the health of our planet. They act as natural filters, purifying water that flows through them. Like giant kidneys, wetlands remove pollutants and sediments, ensuring that the water that eventually reaches our rivers, lakes, and oceans is cleaner and safer for all. The dense vegetation found in wetlands acts as a sieve, trapping sediments and slowing down the flow of water. This allows heavier pollutants to settle out, while lighter contaminants are absorbed by plants and microorganisms. This natural filtration process is essential for removing excess nutrients, such as nitrogen and phosphorus, which can lead to harmful algal blooms and oxygen depletion in waterways. The ability of wetlands to purify water is not only beneficial for wildlife but also for human populations who rely on these water sources. By removing pollutants, wetlands help to protect our drinking water supplies and reduce the risk of waterborne diseases. Furthermore, the filtration capacity of wetlands can help to mitigate the impacts of pollution from agricultural runoff, urban development, and industrial activities. In many parts of the world, wetlands are being recognized for their valuable role in wastewater treatment. Constructed wetlands are now being used to treat sewage and industrial effluent, providing a cost-effective and environmentally friendly alternative to traditional treatment methods. The preservation and restoration of wetlands are therefore essential for safeguarding water quality and ensuring the health of both human and natural systems. As the climate changes and extreme weather events become more frequent, the importance of wetlands as natural flood control systems becomes increasingly apparent. Wetlands, with their capacity to absorb and store vast quantities of water, act like giant sponges, buffering surrounding areas from the devastating impacts of floods. During periods of heavy rainfall, wetlands soak up excess runoff, preventing it from overwhelming rivers and streams. This absorption capacity helps to reduce the peak flow of floodwaters, lessening the severity of downstream flooding. Wetlands situated along rivers and coastlines act as natural buffers, absorbing storm surges and protecting inland areas from the full force of coastal erosion. The flood control benefits provided by wetlands are not merely ecological, but have direct implications for human populations living in flood-prone areas. By reducing the risk of flooding, wetlands help to protect homes, businesses, and infrastructure from damage. This protection translates into significant economic savings, as well as reducing the risk to human life. In urban areas where concrete and asphalt surfaces prevent water from infiltrating the ground, wetlands become even more crucial for absorbing runoff and mitigating the risk of urban flooding. Protecting and restoring wetlands in and around urban areas is an important strategy for building resilience to climate change and creating more sustainable cities. Wetlands, often overlooked, play a crucial role in our planet's climate. These ecosystems act as vast carbon sinks, absorbing significant amounts of carbon dioxide. Unlike forests, wetlands lock away carbon for millennia. Decomposition is slowed due to the lack of oxygen. This forms layers of partially decayed organic matter known as peat. Peatlands store twice as much carbon as all the world's forests combined. These waterlogged wonderlands are essential allies in our fight against climate change. The carbon storing capacity of wetlands is intricately linked to the health and integrity of their ecosystems. When wetlands are degraded or destroyed through activities such as drainage for agriculture or development, the delicate balance is disrupted. Disturbances to these waterlogged environments expose the peat to oxygen, accelerating the decomposition process and releasing the stored carbon back into the atmosphere. This release not only contributes to rising global temperatures, but also diminishes the wetland's ability to continue sequestering carbon in the future. Protecting and restoring these vital carbon sinks is therefore paramount in our efforts to mitigate climate change. By preserving existing wetlands and rehabilitating degraded ones, we can harness their natural ability to absorb and store carbon, contributing to a more stable and sustainable future. The fate of our planet's climate and the well-being of future generations depend on our understanding and appreciation of the critical role wetlands play in regulating our atmosphere. Beyond their ecological significance, wetlands provide a wealth of economic benefits that are often underestimated and overlooked. These productive ecosystems support livelihoods, drive local economies, and offer a diverse array of resources for human use. Fisheries, for instance, rely heavily on healthy wetlands, which serve as nurseries and breeding grounds for countless fish species. Coastal wetlands, in particular, provide critical habitat for commercially valuable seafood, supporting a multi-billion-dollar industry that sustains communities worldwide. The fertile soils and abundant water supply of wetlands also make them ideal for agriculture. Rice paddies, for example, are a type of cultivated wetland that has been a staple food source for centuries, sustaining billions of people across the globe. From providing food and livelihoods to supporting industries and driving economic growth, the economic value of wetlands is undeniable, highlighting the importance of their sustainable management and conservation. The economic benefits of wetlands extend far beyond their tangible products and services. These natural treasures also offer a range of cultural, recreational, and aesthetic values that enhance our quality of life. Wetland tourism, for instance, attracts millions of visitors each year, eager to experience the unique beauty and biodiversity of these remarkable ecosystems. Birdwatching, fishing, kayaking, and photography are just a few examples of the recreational activities that wetlands provide, generating revenue and supporting local businesses. Moreover, wetlands hold significant cultural and spiritual value for many communities around the world. Indigenous peoples in particular have long recognized the importance of wetlands as sources of food, medicine, and spiritual connection, passing down traditional knowledge and practices through generations. Recognizing and valuing these often overlooked benefits is crucial for fostering a more holistic understanding of the true worth of wetlands and encouraging their protection and sustainable use. Despite their ecological and economic importance, wetlands around the world are facing an unprecedented array of threats, primarily driven by human activities. These vital ecosystems are disappearing at an alarming rate, with estimates suggesting that over 35% of the world's wetlands have been lost since 1970. One of the most significant threats to wetlands is drainage for agriculture and development. As populations grow and demand for land increases, wetlands are often converted into farmland, urban areas, and infrastructure projects, destroying their ecological integrity and disrupting their vital functions. Pollution from industrial discharge, agricultural runoff and urban wastewater is another major threat to wetland health. Excess nutrients, pesticides, and other pollutants can contaminate water sources, harm wildlife, and disrupt the delicate balance of these ecosystems. The consequences of wetland loss are far-reaching, impacting biodiversity, water quality, climate regulation, and the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on these valuable ecosystems. Adding to the pressures already faced by wetlands, climate change is emerging as a significant and growing threat. Rising sea levels, altered precipitation patterns, and increased frequency of extreme weather events are all taking a toll on these vulnerable ecosystems. Coastal wetlands, in particular, are at risk from sea level rise, which can inundate and erode these low-lying areas, pushing them beyond their tolerance limits. Inland wetlands, on the other hand, are facing threats from prolonged droughts and more intense rainfall, both of which can disrupt their hydrological regimes and impact their ability to support life. The impacts of climate change on wetlands are complex and interconnected, often exacerbating existing threats and creating new challenges for their conservation and management. Addressing these threats requires a multifaceted approach, encompassing policy interventions, sustainable land management practices, pollution reduction efforts, and climate change adaptation strategies. The plight of our wetlands has not gone unnoticed. Across the globe, a growing awareness of their importance has spurred a wave of conservation efforts, a testament to humanity's commitment to safeguarding these vital ecosystems. From international agreements to local community initiatives, the fight to protect these watery havens is gaining momentum. One of the most significant steps forward is the Ramsar Convention, an international treaty dedicated to the conservation and sustainable use of wetlands. This landmark agreement, signed in 1971, provides a framework for international cooperation and national action to protect these invaluable habitats. But conservation goes beyond treaties and agreements. It requires boots on the ground, dedicated individuals working tirelessly to restore and protect these fragile ecosystems. We see community groups banding together, removing invasive species, planting native vegetation, and monitoring water quality. Their efforts a beacon of hope for the future of our wetlands. Restoration projects are breathing life back into degraded wetlands, reversing years of damage caused by human activities. These efforts often involve a combination of approaches tailored to the specific needs of each wetland. In some cases, it might involve reflooding drained areas, allowing the water to reclaim its rightful place. In other instances, it might require removing invasive species that have outcompeted native plants, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Restoration is a long and arduous process, often requiring years of dedicated effort. But the rewards are well worth the effort, as degraded wetlands are gradually nursed back to health. The return of native plants and animals to these restored habitats is a testament to the resilience of nature. The air fills with the songs of birdsong once absent from these silent landscapes. Fish dart through the water, their silvery scales glinting in the sunlight. These restored wetlands stand as a testament to our commitment to righting the wrongs of the past, ensuring that these vital ecosystems continue to thrive for generations to come. Restoration projects are breathing life back into degraded wetlands, reversing years of damage caused by human activities. These efforts often involve a combination of approaches tailored to the specific needs of each wetland. In some cases, it might involve reflooding drained areas, allowing the water to reclaim its rightful place. In other instances, it might require removing invasive species that have outcompeted native plants, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Restoration is a long and arduous process, often requiring years of dedicated effort. But the rewards are well worth the effort, as degraded wetlands are gradually nursed back to health. The return of native plants and animals to these restored habitats is a testament to the resilience of nature. The air fills with the songs of birdsong once absent from these silent landscapes. Fish dart through the water, their silvery scales glinting in the sunlight. These restored wetlands stand as a testament to our commitment to righting the wrongs of the past, ensuring that these vital ecosystems continue to thrive for generations to come. Restoration projects are breathing life back into degraded wetlands, reversing years of damage caused by human activities. These efforts often involve a combination of approaches tailored to the specific needs of each wetland. In some cases, it might involve reflooding drained areas, allowing the water to reclaim its rightful place. In other instances, it might require removing invasive species that have outcompeted native plants, disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Restoration is a long and arduous process, often requiring years of dedicated effort. But the rewards are well worth the effort, as degraded wetlands are gradually nursed back to health. The return of native plants and animals to these restored habitats is a testament to the resilience of nature. The air fills with the songs of birdsong once absent from these silent landscapes. Fish dart through the water, their silvery scales glinting in the sunlight. These restored wetlands stand as a testament to our commitment to righting the wrongs of the past, ensuring that these vital ecosystems continue to thrive for generations to come. Why are wetlands so critical, so deserving of our protection? They provide myriad benefits, extending far beyond their watery boundaries. Wetlands are biodiversity hotspots teeming with life. From invertebrates to large mammals, many species depend on wetlands. These havens provide food, shelter, and breeding grounds. For migratory birds, wetlands are vital stopover points. Wetlands support unique and specialized life forms. Wetlands are vital for our well-being, acting as natural filters and carbon sinks. They purify water, remove pollutants, and store carbon, mitigating climate change. Wetlands also provide resources like fish, timber, and medicinal plants. They offer recreation and tourism opportunities, attracting visitors worldwide. As we've journeyed through the world's wetlands, we've witnessed their irreplaceable role in sustaining life on Earth. From the teeming biodiversity they harbor to the vital services they provide, wetlands are nothing short of ecological treasures. Yet, these havens of life are facing unprecedented threats, their very existence hanging in the balance. It is our collective responsibility to ensure the survival of these precious ecosystems. We can all make a difference by supporting organizations dedicated to wetland conservation, reducing our own ecological footprint, and advocating for policies that protect these vital habitats. The future of our wetlands, and indeed our own well-being, depends on the choices we make today. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of our planet's wetlands. We hope that this journey has inspired you to appreciate their beauty, understand their importance, and join us in the fight to protect them. Be sure to subscribe for more captivating insights into the natural world.